We're going to talk about the concept of renting or leasing, ever how you want to look at it, an apartment. Believe it or not, in less than 5 years, the majority of you guys will face this situation, especially if you go on to college or anything of that nature. So, basically, guys, imagine you are renting your first apartment after college. What are the top 3 criteria you would use to evaluate if the apartment is or is not a good fit for you? So, in your brain right now, I want you to write down 3 things. This isn't opinionated. You can't get this wrong. So, to start with, under these notes, write down 3 things that you think an apartment should have for it to be the right fit for you. Jot them down. All right, now that you've done a little bit of that, what is one thing that you would want to make sure that your apartment has that you would want to get? What that would be a good fit for you, Jace?
Just a basic phone.
Like just the basic necessities. Yeah. You're a guy, that makes sense. Girls, what do y'all think? Any of you? What would an apartment have to have in order for you to want to live there? Think about it. Other than the necessities. You know, water, things of that nature. Does everybody put at least something down for that? Okay? All right. What we are going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the things that we should look for in order to rent an apartment. So, in your notes, put down choosing a place to live, and there are 14 concepts here. We're not going to write all of them down, but we are going to write down the most important ones. Okay, trying to piggyback off what you wrote down. You don't have to number like me. You may need more room than I do. But the first thing when choosing a place to live, guys, should be whether or not you can do what? If you're choosing a place to live, that means that you are out on your own. You probably have a job, and you're going to want to be able to afford wherever it is you're considering to live, right? So, the first thing in choosing a place to live, write down the word affordability. I have to be able to afford it. Because if I go into a place to where the payment each month is too high, am I going to live there very long? No. You have to be able to afford it. Okay? The second thing when choosing a place to live, we have to look at the taxes. All right? Now, here's something that you guys probably didn't know. Do you guys know there are 5 states in America that do not make you pay sales tax? Do you guys know that? Alaska, Delaware, Montana, New Hampshire, and Oregon do not make you pay sales tax. So if I go into a store in one of those 5 states and I buy a pack of gum for 99 cents, guess how much I pay for it when I get up to the register? 99 cents. It's not $1.04 like it is here. You understand what I mean? Also, there are a few states that don't take in income taxes. All right, so like literally, in Virginia, I think the income tax is like 10, 15%, maybe more. In these states, such as Alaska, Florida, Nevada, Texas, Tennessee is one of them, they don't take any money away from your income, which is really cool. So you're going to want to look at taxes, and if you're the type of person that don't want a lot of taxes taken out on you, you should consider looking at somewhere to live in those areas. You understand what I'm getting at? Because if I can move to Florida and not have any income taxes taken out, that'd be pretty cool, right? That's why a lot of people who retire, guess where they move? Florida. There's a reason for that. They don't have to have their income tax taken out. That's a big deal, okay? The next thing in choosing a place to live, you need to look at employment opportunities. When you move, you need to move into a place where you can probably have an easier time finding a job. You know, do people move to Carroll County for jobs? Very rarely, right? They move to bigger cities, places where there's more opportunity, okay? So you got to look for employment opportunities when you're doing these things, all right? Another one a lot of you guys probably don't think about, and you should, is crime rates. I don't want to move to a place where a whole lot of crime is committed. You understand what I mean? Because I'm just asking for trouble in that scenario. I don't want to live in an area where I could get mugged, shot, my apartment broken into every other day. Check crime rates. Make sure that it's a safe environment that you're putting yourself into. Another idea behind that is how close you are to family. Some people don't want to move so far away that they can't see their family. Some individuals move all the way across the nation. Okay? But how close to family do you want to be? Okay, again, all these are things you need to look at when you're choosing a place to live. Try to figure out what it is you want to do, crime rates, closeness to family. Another one that you guys probably don't think a lot about is the educational systems. One of these days you'll have children. You're going to want them to go to a school system that can teach them what they need to know to be successful in life, right? So you want to check out educational systems. Make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay? Is everybody with me so far? Just makes sense? Seven, food options. We all have to eat. Along with grocery stores, what are the other options I have to gather food or to get food? Obviously, cities, metropolitan areas have better things to do, better places than what little counties have, right? So what are the food options? Healthcare, type of hospitals that are around. What kind of doctors' offices are there? Are they good doctors in this area? So healthcare. I'm only going to do 9 of these. And then your commute times. How long does it take me to get to work? Like, I've often wondered how long it takes somebody that lives in the middle of New York City to get to their job. Because obviously traffic is always back bumper to bumper there, right? So I would like to know how early those people have to get up to get ready to get to work on time.
Have
You know what I
them
mean?
walk.
Yeah. So, like me and you, if we got to be somewhere, most of the time in Carroll County, if we got to be somewhere within, within the county, I can get up 30 minutes before I need to be there and be on time, right? In New York, I bet those people have to get up 2 hours before they're supposed to be somewhere. You know what I mean? So, now again, these are all ideas that you should look at when you're trying to find a place to live, okay? So, the next thing we're going to do, or I'm going to send to you right here in a second, is I'm going to give you, since you've got these ideas, all right, I'm going to send you a handout that says find an apartment. And I want you to kind of work on it and answer these questions over the next about 20 minutes, okay? And then we're going to go over them in class. So I'm going to send that to you now, and then we'll continue here in a second, okay?